Hey everybody, it's Jenny, and I am going to share with you today a traveler's notebook memory keeping layout that I created using the Maggie Holmes Woodland Grove collection. The colors are just astoundingly beautiful. That's really what drew me to this one. So I'm sort of flipping through the collection just so you can get a good look at it. It's really just so pretty, and then I'm going through each of these pattern papers honestly because I want to try and figure out which ones I'm going to use. There are lots of them that I really love. However, I know that I want to use one of them as the border for my photo, and I want to use the other one as the background for my journaling that I'm going to print on clear sticker paper. So, as you can imagine, that proves not challenging, but I need to select paper that will do that, that will frame the photo nicely and then will also allow the journaling to show up. So while there's lots of gorgeous options, say that black with white polka dots, that's not going to be the perfect choice to put my journaling on. So I'm definitely being intentional while I'm flipping through and thinking about this, but I'm also a little bit distracted by all of these beautiful patterns. I will link you up to the collection below and then also the supplies that I end up choosing as well. This is a 5x7 selfie that I took of myself. I printed it on my PictureMate, Epson PictureMate printer, which I am finding the quality to be excellent. I've been using this for nearly 6 months now, and I'm really happy with it. It has its own specific ink tank, but then you can use any printer or photo paper with it. And yeah, it seems to be working out really well. I like this photo because the colors that I'm wearing are neutral. There's a black t-shirt and a brown sweater, and so it's going to go beautifully with any colors that I select. I'm really into this medium light blue color recently. So I definitely wanted to use the heart side, although I decided to go with this marble purple side instead. Now I'm going to use this white cardstock to mount my photo on, and I've trimmed it to 4 1/8 by 8 1/8 inches, and then I'm doing the same with this marble paper as well. So the photo will be one side and then the marble paper will be the other side. Now I'm going to adhere the photo right in the center, so then you can see it will leave a little tiny bit of the white cardstock at the top and the bottom. And I was looking at those stamps because I really knew I wanted to create like a border of stamps, and I was trying to figure out which one I would use. I was drawn to both the oval and the rectangle, and it was hard to decide which one to use. So I needed to see first how large that gap was at the top and the bottom so that I could cut the strip to the perfect length as well and adhere it at the top and the bottom. This piece of paper is so pretty. I know that the stripes are, I mean, whatever, it's just stripes, right? I mean, we're all very familiar with that. But the color palette is really lovely, and it's one that I'm really enjoying right now. It's very springy and cheerful, but yet it's got a couple of additions of colors that make it feel kind of traditional, and I'm loving that. Now I know that I want to use some tags on the right, on somewhere on this layout. And originally I was kind of thinking that I wanted to use it in the body of the marble paper, and that I would put my journaling on top of it and maybe not on clear paper. Maybe I would do it on white cardstock and then cut the strips out. However, I decided I didn't, I don't know, I was looking at it and it just didn't really feel right. And so, yeah, we'll see. I don't know about that as it goes along. All right, so we've got the oval stamp, and it's just got hand-drawn looking hatch marks on the outside. Now I want to see how many of the ovals will fit along the vertical edge. So I decided that 5 should be good. So I'm going to select 5 different colors from the stripes, and I'm going to place those along the edge right there. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to stamp them on the white cardstock, and then I'm going to fussy cut them out, keeping them a little bit more organic in shape, read not super like straight and awesome, because that's how the stamp is too, right? Remember, it's like hand drawn hatch marks on the stamp. So it's not meant to be super, super like all lined up and perfect or anything like that. So I really want to capture a wide variety of the colors. And luckily I have a pretty extensive ink collection at this point. It's hard to see the palest pink, I'm not going to lie. It's really very light, and it happens to be true also in the photograph that I took of the photo or of the layout when I was finished. However, in real life, it's easy to see. I'm stamping, or I'm cleaning off the stamp in between the stamping because I don't want to transfer the different ink color. Although I'm not going to lie, these are acrylic stamps, so cleaning them isn't exactly easy because they're not exactly like the stickiest stamps in the whole world. But it's all right. The designs are actually gorgeous, and it definitely makes it so that I'm willing to overlook that they're acrylic versus photopolymer, because the designs on this stamp are so pretty, particularly like the florals and then the fruit and stuff are just gorgeous. So this stamp, the little script in the middle says hello. So I'm going to also stamp that in a little bit after I'm finished cutting this all out. But I want to cut all 5 out so that I can get them adhered to the page. And I'm going to let the left-hand side hang off the edge a little bit, and then I will cut that with a pair of scissors when I'm finished adhering it, just then the whole thing lines up very flush against that left-hand side. Now, so you can see right there that tag just doesn't really fit. I mean, not only does it not really fit, it's just really in the end not necessarily the look that I was going for. I suppose if I created a handmade tag that was long and thin, it would have worked fine there, but that was also kind of not what I was thinking. Like, I really kind of wanted the pattern paper, and yes, I could have made my own pattern paper tag, but it just really wasn't fitting the vision. So I decided to leave that off. Now I'm going to go ahead and use the same color in each oval that I did for the oval. So I'll stamp the 2 pinks, the 2 blues, and the greens, and using the exact same ink pad down below. And I love that because it's sort of a, like hello to myself. And the whole purpose of this layout is to sort of document where I'm at right now. I'd like to do these selfie check-in layouts periodically through the year. Sometimes I talk about mental health, like, oh, how I'm doing that way, types of things that I'm noticing, types of things that I'm enjoying, just sort of like a journaling type practice. I mean, just checking in with myself, which is why I call it like a checking in type layout. This particular time, I'm just talking about the year so far and how that's been for me. And so that's what my journaling will include. Now, these stickers, they're normally chipboard, these 12 by 12 shapes, the stickers, but I love foam stickers so, so much. And these are foam this time, and so I am loving it, absolutely loving it. So now I'm cutting apart the smaller tags on that same sheet of pattern paper as the larger tags. And I decided that, okay, let's give it a try on this side. Nope, nope, definitely not going to work. Well, what if I use this tag as the base or the background of the cluster on my photo page? Because I mean, I need a cluster over there too, do I not? I think the answer is yes, I do. So now if we layer on top of it, there is the cutest little books die cut in this package of die cuts. And so I layered that right on top of the tag, and it ends up so, so cute. And I know that there's gotta be something perfect in that foam sticker sheet to go with it. All right, so now I'm going to trim the excess off the bottom, and you can see that it's ever so slightly tilted, and I just love that. Makes it look a little bit more playful, and I like the way that that definitely appears. Okay, so now let's go ahead and open up this package of foam stickers. The adhesive on these is great, by the way. It's one of the reasons why I just absolutely prefer foam to chipboard. All right, so now we're going to add that cute little foam flower right there. It's so adorable. All right, now I've printed out my journaling on clear sticker paper, and I'm going to go ahead and trim it all up. I want to get as close to the edges of the journaling as possible, and then I will adhere it in the center of that layout right there. I love the clear sticker paper because it makes it easier to journal directly on the products, yet the ease of printing on something else that's I can cut up and stuff. Now for the top of this one, I'm going to use the adorable little foam bow. Look at that, I love it. It's so much fun. And then now all I need to do is add the date and then add it to my other layouts, which I'm going to show you how I do it in just a second. So thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I really do appreciate it. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment box below, and I'll do my very best to get back to you. Thanks so much, and make it a great day.